Hello, good afternoon, all of my students. Yeah, I staying with grade 11 English medium class of mine, right? So I know there are so many new students here as well. If you are a new student, put new to the chat, Pute. Hmm? If you are a new student, put new to the chat. Right. So Buta, okay, okay, all right. Okay, just turn off the chat for a while. Buta, so far we have already completed the all the lessons that is regarded for the first term, right? We have completed all the lessons that is regarded for the first term, right? And Putha, now today I'm going to discuss. Uh, really, I have sent three model papers with the final tute, right? Uh, Kodute. In the final tute, I have attached three first term model papers. So today I'm going to discuss the first. So this is the tutorial that I have sent for the month of April, right? I will explain everything about the class. Meanwhile, I'm doing the seminar for my newbies, okay? Don't worry, right? So for the newbies, you have to know that this is the final tutorial for the uh, tute number 4. Tute number 4 means tute number 1 is tute for the January. Tute number 2 is for the February. Tute number 3 is for the March. Tute number 4 is for the April, right? So this was the tutorial for the month of April. So I have already sent the tutorials to my students, right, to their home. So in this tutorial, apart from the unit 8, right, area of plane figures between the parallel lines, that is the final unit of the first term, no, right? Uh, uh, right? I have to do that lesson, the final lesson. So I will do that after in the next month, start of the next month. Anyhow, today I'm going to discuss, right? I'm going to discuss the term test paper number 1, right? Term test paper number 1. Here I have attached two term test papers, term test paper number 1, term test paper number 2, and term test paper number 3. Actually, I'm going to discuss I can මේ package එක තමයි යව් එක දරට in the month of April. හරි. ඒතර මේකේ final lesson එකයි first term test paper number 1, number 2, and this is number 3, right? So you're having exams. Most of the students, they're having the exams on the next week now. So because of that, today I'm going to start to discuss, right, the grade 11 English medium, the third paper that I have sent, right? So this is the third paper. So all the newbies, you will understand everything about our classes. I will explain everything about our classes. Meanwhile, I am doing the seminar, right? Okay, right. Turn on the chat. So I have already sent you for the newbies, I have already sent you the PDF of the paper that I'm going to discuss now. Did you do that? Did you try that? Should you tell me? And also I'm asking from my students as well. Did you try it? You try it. All right. Okay. Nice. Turn off the chat. Let's go. Right. Turn off the chat. Right. Let's see the first question. Let's see the first question. If the annual interest received by a person who loaned 8,000 rupees is 1,200 rupees, find the annual simple interest rate he charged, right? So it says, what is the loan amount? Loan amount is 8,000, right? So what is the interest? So what is the interest for the 8,000? It is 1,200, right? For the annual simple interest received for the loan amount of 8,000. So you can find the annual simple interest rate. So, Puta, what is the annual interest? 1,200, right? So, per 8,000, right? Per 8,000, it is 1,200, right? For the loan amount of 8,000, the annual interest is 1,200. So, how much it is for 100, right? So, you need to make this fraction to a percentage, right? 8,000කට රුපියල් 1,100ක් පොලී නම් අවුරුද්දකට 100ක් ණයට ගත්තාම කොච්චරක් පොලීද? මෙච්චරකට අච්චර නම් මෙච්චරකට කොච්චරද? Per 8,000 it is 1,200. So how much it is for 100? Right. So what is the answer? You have to divide 120 by 8. Turn on the chat. What's the answer? Tell me. What is the simple interest rate? It is 15. That means it is 15%. So this is the answer. Put a heart to the chat if you could understand this. The simple question. For 8,000, it is 1,200. So how much it is for 100? Turn off the chat. Let's go to the next question. Express this in logarithm form, right? Okay, before going to this question, let me explain about what is the index form and what is the logarithm form is. Basically, you already know, right? Then 2 to the power 3, what is the answer, Bhute? 2 to the power 3 is 8, right? So this 2 we call it as, so this is the index form, right? This is the index form. This 2 is the base. In this index form, this 2 is the base. This is the index, right? And this is the value. If you want to turn this index form into the logarithm form, what you have to do? log. The base should be here. The value should be here is equal to the index. Right. අටේ දෙකේ පාදයට ලඝුවන කිය 3යි. Logarithm of 8 to the base 2 is 3. That is how we read that. So this is the logarithm form. Right? So here you can understand that 8 යනු දෙකේ කීවෙනි බලයද 3යි. හරි. If index form is given, you should be able to convert this index form to the logarithm form like that. And also if the logarithm form is given, you should be able to convert this logarithm form into index form. How? 2 to the power 3 is 8. 2 to the power 3 is 8. Right. And you already know log to the base 10. This is the LG. So this is the LG. Right? Okay. This is the LG. So here the 2 is equal 0.3010, right? So this is the index form. The maker අනිත් පැත්තට ලියලා වගේ. Okay, log, what is the base? What is the base? Then make a base, make an index එක මේ total එකට කියන අපිට අපි power කියලා, හරි? This is power. හරි. එතකොට මේකෙදි පුතා මොකද base එක 10. Value is 2. Equal, what is the index? 0.3010. log 10 means LG. So LG2 is equal 0.3010. So this is the answer. Turn on the chat. Can you understand, Judy? So this is the answer. Right? And all the newbies, meanwhile, I'm doing the seminar. I will explain about our classes, okay? Right? Okay. Turn off the chat. Right. Meanwhile, if you have any problems, right, I will tell you to raise your hand, then I will turn on the mic and you can speak with me and ask questions if you have. Right. And I will be explaining about our classes. Meanwhile, I'm doing the seminar. There are a lot of things that you have to know about our classes. Right. Okay, let's go to the next question. All right. You have to add this. So here you can see there are two algebraic fractions. Right. When I refer to the denominator of these two algebraic fractions, the denominators are different. If the denominators are different, we have to go for a common denominator. Right. So it is very better to go for the least common multiple as the common denominator. Least common multiple of the two denominators, or three or whatever, as the common denominator. But when you see here x and 2x, x is a factor of 2x, right? X is a factor of 2x. If so, 2x is the least common multiple because I can turn this x into 2x, right? Right. So I can turn this x into 2x by multiplying this denominator x. If you multiply the denominator by 2, you have to multiply the numerator by 2 as well, 1 into 2. So here you can understand. Now the denominators are same, then you can add 2 plus 3, it is 5. You can simplify the numerators at once. So 5 over 2x, very simple things. But I'm explaining the concepts. Right. You can understand, right? Let's go to the next question. If the triangle ABC and the triangle PQR are congruent, under AAS case, find the value of x. It says that these two triangles are congruent according to the AAS case. Right. AAS case means angle, corresponding side. In AAS, two angles and just not the side, corresponding side should be equal. Okay. So here you can understand this side is opposite to the 70 degree now. This side is opposite to the 70 degree. Right. That means if these two triangles are congruent, according to the AAS, right? එහෙනම් corresponding side එක මේ දෙන්නට equal. ඒතර මෙයාගේ corresponding side එක මෙයා වෙන්න නම් මෙතන 70 වෙන්න ඕන. You have to understand what I'm saying, right? Now AAS angle දෙකයි මේ 70ට ඉස්සරහින් ඉන්න පාද සමාන. අන්න AAS case එකෙන් දැන් congruent. Now you can find the x, no? You already know the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So because of that, so I can say x plus 70 plus 30, it is 180. So x plus 100 is equal to the 180. I can take this plus 100 to the other side of the equation. So it becomes minus 100. So the answer is 80. You know, a plus 2 is equal 3 now. If I want to make a as a subject, I subtract 2 from here. If you subtract 2 from here, you have to subtract 2 from here, according to the axioms. No? At the final result, 3 minus 2. So, main step එක අමතක කරොත් මේ plus 2 එහාට අරන් ගියාම minus 2 වෙනවා. අන්න ඒක එකපාර හිතන්න පුළුවන්. So plus 100 I take to the other side of the equation, so it becomes minus 100 ඒ කියන්නේ. අන්න ඒක මේක step එකක් නතු හිතන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕන. හරි. ඒතර මෙතන minus තිබුණොත් මෙහාට ගියාම plus 2 වෙනවා. හරි. Right. Basic things are right. So x is 80 degrees. Turn on the chat. Can you understand this? Turn on the chat. Put a heart in the chat if you can understand. It's easy, right? Okay, turn off the chat. How many marks for each question? 2 then As soon as possible, we will be starting the paper classes. Don't worry, huh? I will explain everything there. So, we have a specific paper pack. There are 10 papers there. We are discussing like full papers, full all-level papers, not term test papers, all-level papers, right? For 6 months before the exams. හරි. එහෙම තමයි අපි ගිය පාරත් කරේ. හරි. ඒ ගොඩක් ලොකු වැඩ තියෙනවා. ඒතකොට අපි මේකේ paper එකේ structure එක. I'm explaining the structure of the paper and what is the time plan that you have to do, right? එහෙම තියෙනවා. හරි. මම normally කිව්වොත් දැන් for the all-level paper පුතා there are two papers, right? First paper and second paper. The first paper is consist of the part A and part B. The second paper is also part A and part B. In part A, there are 25 short questions. Two marks each. 2 marks each. Here, there are 5 questions. 10 marks each. You have to answer all the questions in first paper. 10 marks each කියන්නේ මෙතන 50 මෙතන 50 ඔබ තමයි first paper එකේ 100 එක හැදෙන්නේ. හරි. ඒතර second paper එක කියන්නේ second paper එකේ පුතා there are 6 questions. You have to choose 5 out of 6. හරි. Per each question 10 marks. හරි. B කොටසෙත් you have to choose 5 questions out of 6 questions. Each question 10 marks. So 50 50 100. ඔය 100 දෙක එකතු කරලා දෙකෙන් බෙදලා තමයි ෆයිනල් මාර්ක් එක දෙන්නේ. ඕවා ළමයි අපි ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන අවුරුදු මාස 6ක් තිස්සේ මේ ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එකට මේක ටයිම් ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියෙනවා වෙනම. හරි. හරි. There are a lot of things that I have to tell you. Wait. I will explain everything. And also I have my 1001 question short question book or classified past paper books. A lot of things there. Yeah, the 1001 question book මේක අපි start කරන්න විභාගයට මාස 6කට කලින්. වැඩ දෙනවා ගොඩක් හින්දාදී කියන්න. Okay. Let's go to the next problem. If it takes 20 minutes to fill a tank completely with a capacity of 100 liters, find the rate at which the water flows in liters per minute. Okay, what it says, it takes 20 minutes. So within 20 minutes, in 20 minutes, water flow, how much of water? 100 liter of water flows, right? 100 ne 1000 ne 1000 liters. Sorry, in 20 minutes 1000 liters. Okay, so in 1 minute 1000 over 20, right? In 20 minutes 1000 liters. So in 1 minute 1000 over 20 liters. So here it is 50 liters. So what is the rate, Pudha? 50 liters per minute. 50 liters per minute. Right. Okay. Meanwhile, I am discussing, if you have any problem, you have to click the raise hand button. If you click the raise hand button, then I will turn on your mic. Hari. Mic on කරන්න තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා. Hari. Only regarded for the questions, huh? Don't waste the time. Ahmad, Tenuki, Miru, Shanali, turn on the mic. Ahmad, Tenuki, Shanali. I hope you can understand English, ne? සිංහලනුත් කියන්න. ප්‍රශ්න දිනවන විතරක් අත උසන්න. දෙවනෙන් කියන්න දන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. අයින් කරලා. Don't waste the time, හරි. අනිත් ළමයින්ගේ කාලේ නාස්ති කරන්න එපා. Find the least common multiple of 2a squared and 8ab. Right. How to do that? So I can find the LCM by using the prime factors. So I write 2a squared and 8ab like this. Right. So I'm looking for the numeric part of this algebraic term. So here you can understand the numeric part is 2. You have to write 2 in terms of prime numbers, but 2 is already a prime number. Turn off the share. Sorry. For the tutorial. So here 2 to the power 1. And here a to the power 2. So in this, you have to understand, in this column, you are writing only powers of 2. In this column, you are writing only powers of a. Right. So here 8ab, the numeric part is 8. You have to find 8 in terms of prime number. So the first prime number is 2. It is already divisible by 2. So here it is 4 and 2, 2, 2. Okay, until 1 comes. So 2 to the power 3. 8 is 2 to the power 3. So you have to write in this column. Sorry. So here it is a to the power 1 into b to the power 1. B ටත් මම column එකක් open කරනවා. මේ column එකේ ඉන්නේ a's විතරයි. Okay, so I can find the LCM. So I can find the LCM. You have to take the term, then මේ column එක, the term which has the highest power. දෙකේ වැඩිම බලය සහිත පදය. මේ දෙන්නගෙන් කවුද? 2 to the power 3. A column එකේ නේද? The term which has its highest power in a to the power 2. B column එකේ highest power. Yeah, විතරනේ ඉන්නේ. Right. 2 to the power 3 means 8. So 8a squared b is the LCM of 2a squared and 8ab. Turn on the chart. So can you understand this? Finding the LCM by using prime factors. Right. Let's go to the next problem. So if you have any problems, just raise your hand. Please, huh? You have to support me to give the classic support කරන්න ඕනවාලා. බොරුට අදෝසන්න බදර. ඔයාලා mic on කරනවා. ඔයාලා කතා කරන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ කාලේ නාස්ති වෙන class එකේ. මොකද කරන්න බෑ. හරි. Okay, mark price of a refrigerator is 50,000. If the VAT of 15% charge for it, find the VAT that should be paid. The VAT percentage එක කොච්චරක්ද? 15%. ඒ කියන්නේ per 100 you have to pay 15 rupees as the VAT. VAT means value added tax. Right? So what is the VAT you have to pay for this? 15% mean per 100. If it is the value of the refrigerator is 100, mark price එක 100 නම් pay 15. Per 100 it is 15. So how much it is for? 50,000. මෙච්චරකට අච්චර නම් මෙච්චරකට කොච්චරද? Per 100 15. So how much it is for? 50,000. මෙතන 2 zeros ඉන්නවා. Multiply 15 by 5, 5 into 5, 25. Turn on the chat, can you understand? Do you have any problems so far? No, right? Okay, turn off the chat. From the following values, find the first approximation of square root of 50. So in our early lessons of grade 11, we have learned, right, how to find the first approximations of a square roots. What do you mean by the first approximation of a square root? You are finding the square root of the value for the first decimal place. So what is the procedure? Right, take the 50. So you need to find, what are the ළඟම ඉන්න පූර්ණ වර්ග සංඛ්‍යාව. දෙපැත්තේ ඉන්න පූර්ණ වර්ග සංඛ්‍යා දෙක කවුද කියලා. Square numbers දෙක කවුද කියලා. So what are the square numbers? Right? One square. One is the first square number. 2 is square, 4. 4 is the second square number, 9. 16. Hurry. 25. 49. Right? There you can understand the 49 and 64. So this is in between 49 and 64. Okay. So here I can say the එහෙනම් මේකේ positive square root එකට වඩා මෙයාගේ positive square root එක විශාල වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඊට වඩා 64 ගේ positive square root එක විශාල වෙන්න. So here it is 7. So square root of 50 situated in between 7 and 8. That means 7 point something. That means 7 point something. How to find that? මෙතන බලන්න ඕනේ පුතේ මේ 50 is very closer. මෙතන gap එක කීයද? It is 1. What is the gap here? It is 14. So you have to understand 50 is very closer to 49. So square root of 50 is very closer to square root of 49. That means square root of 50 is very closer to 7. හරි. දැන් මෙහෙමනේ පුතේ අහන්නකෝ. දැන් මේක in between 7 and 8 value එකක් වෙන්න ඕනනේ. හරි. ඒතර මේක හරි මැද ගත්තොත් 7.5 නේ. හරිද? ඒතර මෙයා වඩා ආසන්න මෙයාට නම් එහෙනම් මෙන්න මෙතන මේ එහෙනම් පුතේ 7ට වඩා ආසන්න නම් මෙන්න මෙතන තියෙන වැලියු එකක් වෙන්න බෑ. 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4. හරි. තේරුණාද? හරි. Right. So if I start from 7.1, so I am looking for what is the answer for 7.1 into 7.1? Okay, if you multiply 71 by 71, it is 50.41. එතකොට 7.0 නේද? 7.0 into 7.0, it is 49, right? හරි. එතකොට මේ දෙක in between තමයි 15 නේ. හරි. මෙතන gap එක 1යි. මෙතන gap එක මෙයාගෙන් මෙයාම subtract කරාම 0.41. ඒතර gap එක අඩු කාටද පුතේ මෙයා? මෙයාට. මේ gap එක අඩු මෙයාට. හරි. එහෙනම් මෙයාගේ square root එක approximately මෙයාගේ square root එකට equal කියලා ගන්න. Approximately equal වෙනවා මෙයාගේ square root එක 7.1. හරි. For the first approximation. අනිවාර්යෙන් මෙහෙම ලියන්න ඕනේ first approximation. දැන් බලන්නකෝ මේ. Square root of 50, what is the value? බලන්න මේ 7.07 නේ. ඕක first decimal place එකට round off කරපුවාම 7.1 නේ ඉන්නේ පුතේ. මොකද මේ first decimal place එකට පස්සේ ඉන්න කෙනා 5ට වඩා above එකක් නේ. දැක්කද? ඒ කියන්නේ පුතේ මේ අපිට එනවා 7.1 කියලා. ඒතර first approximation එකට value එකක් එනවා කියලා කියන්නේ එයාගේ square root එක first decimal place එකට round off කරපුවාම එන value එක තමයි මේ first approximation එකෙන් එන්නේ. Turn on the chat. Can you understand පුතා? Do you have any problems? Is that perfectly clear for you? Hmm? Okay. Turn off the chart. Okay, let me explain about our classes to my students. Let's go to the timetable. Live class is on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. You have to come to Saturday 3:30 p.m. If you miss the live class at any cost, you can cover up the class in the repeat class Wednesday 6:30 p.m. If you miss that as well, then you can watch all the class recordings from my website isharamadushan.lk after. If you have paid the class fee, you have to create an account there from the WhatsApp number that you have sent us a receipt. Then automatically we will unlock you to watch the class recordings. And each and every month we will be sending all the tudes and all the papers, right? That is regarded for the particular month, right? So for example, this much of quality tude එකක් අපි ගෙදරට එවනවා. හරි? හැම මාසෙම. වෙන බලන්න මේ 4th of the April. හරි? So for example, the area of the figures in between parallel lines මේක නම් එකයි papers දෙකකුයි දාලා තියෙන්නේ. හැම lesson එකකටම tude එකක් ගෙදරට එවනවා. Tude එකේ all the things that I am teaching in the class, and also there are extra questions per each lesson, extra questions and answers. It's like a booklet. මේ booklet එකක් ගෙදරට free of charge එවන හැම මාසෙම. After 2 months, වලින් වගේ, we will be starting our paper classes. This is a paper pack. There are 10 model papers, very tough 10 model papers, right? We are going to make write the papers like along 6 months before the exams. And we will be discussing every paper in the class, in the paper class. Paper classes is start karna. Mega ගෙදරට එවනවා. Apart from that, මේක නම් Sinhala medium versions විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. All the past papers that is classified for the lesson to lesson classify කරපු past paper books දෙකක් තියෙනවා. හරි. lesson එකක් ඉවරුනහම මේ lesson එකෙන් ආපු past papers ටික කරලා ඉවර කරනවා. හරි. ඒ වගේ වැඩ ටිකක් තියෙනවා. And also පුතා 1001 question book එක අපි revision class එකක් start කරනවා ඉස්සරහට. එතකොට දැන් ඉස්සරහට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට theory paper revision. හරි. මේ paper එක පුතේ ලියවලා සාකච්ඡා කරන්න time class එකක. time class එකක ලියවනම discuss කරනවා. හරි. ඒතර මේකට පැය දෙකයි මේකට අපි මම නිකන් approximately කියන මේ time change වෙනවා මේ paper classes වල paper එකට අනුව. ඒක විදිහක් තියෙන එක පස්සේ දැනගමු අපි. හරි. ඉස්සරහට අපි සතියේට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඕගොල්ලන්ට පැය 8ක් විතර වැඩ කරනවා ඉස්සරහට. දැනට මේක කරාට තව නේ. හරි. Paper revision, theory paper revision, all the classes you have to come. Okay. Right. Each and every month you will be receiving the tutorial that is regarded for the particular month to your home free of charge. So our class fee is just only 2,000 rupees per month. A 2,000 rupees per month කියන class fee එක ඇතුලේ අපි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දැන් නිබන්ධන ප්‍රශ්න පත්‍ර හැම එකක්ම ගෙදරටම ලියවනවා. දැන් for example in April month මම ළමයින්ට මේ ටියුට් එකයි මේ තව paper එකකුයි මම නොමිලේ හැම මාසෙම නොමිලේ ගෙදරට එනවා මේ ටියුට් එක. හරි. එතකොට 2000 is the class fee. හරි. ඔයාලගේ class recordings ඔය ඔක්කොම isharamadushan.lk web එකෙන් බලන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ options ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. මම වැඩි කියන්නේ නැහැ. හරි. class එක මට දැන් උගන්නන්න ඕනේ. හරි. There are a lot of options there. හරි. If you want to continue the classes, if you want to continue the classes, now I am going to pause the WhatsApp community group to your chat. Make sure to join with the WhatsApp community that I am posting in the chat right now. In that WhatsApp community group, we will be updating how to pay the class fee, what is the number that you have to send the receipt or the screenshot or whatever it is. right? If you want to continue our classes, make sure to join with the WhatsApp community that I'm posting in the chat right now. Okay. All right. We shall go to the next question. Let's see. The circumference of the circular face of a cylinder is 22 centimeters. If the height is 10 centimeters, find the area of the curved surface of it. Okay, let me teach that. Puta, if I take a rectangular paper like this, right? You can make a cylinder out of it, right? So you can make a cylinder out of it like this. If the radius of the cylinder is r, you can understand this length is 2 phi r and this is h. So you can understand this is 2 phi r, this is h. So this is the curved surface area. මේ තියෙන curved surface area එක. the curved surface එකනේ පුතේ. එතකොට if this is r, this is 2 phi r, this is h no. එහෙනම් මේක දිග ඇරියාම මේක 2 phi r, මේක h. එතකොට මේ rectangle එක area එක තමයි curved surface area එක වෙන්නේ 2 phi r h. This is the story. If the height of the cylinder is h, sorry, if the radius එක මෙහෙ ගත්තත් එකයි ඈ. radius එක r නම්. හරි. දැන් මෙන්න curved surface එක. ඔක දිග ඇරියාම එන්නේ rectangle එකක් නේ පුතේ මෙහෙම. හරි. ඒතර මේකේ breadth එක h, මේකේ length එක පුතේ මේ මෙන්න මේ වටේ දිග 2 phi r. So this is 2 phi r. දැන් මේකේ area එක curved surface area එක නා length into breadth නා 2 phi r h. හරි. බලන්න. So පුතා, so it is also given as well. So a is equal 2 phi r h. And here circumference එක දීලා තියෙනවා. Circumference කියන්නේ 2 phi r ටනේ පුතා. So the circumference is 2 phi r. Right? එහෙනම් මේ 2 phi r වෙනුවට circumference of the circular face of the cylinder is 22. එහෙනම් මේක 22. Height එක so the answer is 210. මේ all are centimeters, right? Centimeter square and make a centimeter. Centimeter, sorry. Here centimeter and here centimeter. Centimeter square. Right? So this is the answer. Turn on the chat. Can you understand? Can you understand, Jody? You already know that. Easy questions. All right, turn off the chat. Let's go to this problem. Jody. Okay. In sets, the lesson sets, right? You already know about this equation, right? N A union B is equal to NA plus NB minus NA intersection B. All right. In the lesson sets, හරි මේක අපි describe කරලා උගන්වනවා මේක කොහොමද එන්නේ කියලා පවා. Right. So here other all are given, right? NA is 15, NB is 8, NA intersection B is 12. So what is the answer? 15 plus 8. නැත්නම් 15න් 12ක් අඩු කරන්න 3 8 3 11යි. නැත්නම් 15 plus 8, it is 23. 23 minus 12. 11 is the answer. Easy question. Let's go to the next problem. Find the factors of this quadratic function. So this is a quadratic function. You have to find the factors of this quadratic function. So what is the procedure that you have to implement by if you are going to find the factors? Advanced hොයන්නත් පුළුවන්. But the traditional method, what is the traditional method? If I want to factorize this, x squared plus 9x plus 20, so I need to factorize this, right? So you have to take the product of the first term and the last term first. X squared into plus 20, so it is plus 20 x squared. Now you need to find the factors of this, which their sum is the middle term. And 20 කියන එක පුතා 1 into 20 වලින් එනවා. මේ දෙන්නගේ sum එකෙන් දැන් මෙතන plus එන්න නම් හරි. පුතේ sign conversion you already know, right? Plus into plus it is plus. Minus into minus it is plus. You can keep in mind this. If you multiply the same signs, it is plus. Plus into minus it is minus. Minus into plus it is minus. If you multiply different signs, it is minus. දැන් මෙතන ප්ලස් නේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒතර දෙන්නෙක්ගේ ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක ප්ලස් වෙන්න නම් එක ප්ලස් ප්ලස් වෙන්න ඕන, එක මයිනස් මයිනස් වෙන්න ඕන. හරි. එක මේ ප්ලස් ප්ලස් වෙන්න ඕන, එක මයිනස් මයිනස් වෙන්න ඕන. කොහොම කරත් ප්ලස් ප්ලස් වුණොත් සම් එක ප්ලස් 21. මේක මයිනස් මයිනස් වුණොත් සම් එක මයිනස් 21. එහෙනම් මේක එන්න බෑ. මම නිකන් මේ එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කර කර උගන්වන්නේ නේ. මෙහෙම ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරලා දෙන කෙනෙක්ට ඕක චරලා යන්නේ නැහැ ඕකට. හරි. So 2 is to 10. Plus plus තිබුණොත් plus 12 එන්නේ. Minus minus වෙනොත් minus 12. හරි. එතකොට 4 into 5. ඒක හරි. එහෙනම් මම මෙතන plus 4x plus 5x දැම්ම නම් බලන්න මේ දෙන්නගේ ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එකෙන් plus 20x squared එනවා. මේ දෙන්නගේ sum එකෙන් plus 9x එනවා. But so I have to write the middle term in terms of these factors. So 4x plus 5x මේ දෙන්න මාරු කරලා ලියුවත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. Plus 20. So I can හරි මේ බලන්න මේ දෙන්නගේ x පොදුයි x plus 4. Here I can take plus 5 out. X may plus n plus plus king 5 into 4. So x plus 4 is a common factor for two terms. So I can take x plus 4 out. The x remains here, plus 5 remains there. So this is the procedure. Traditional procedure. Easy questions. Actually, Buddha, this is a provincial model paper. First term provincial model paper. Model paper provincial pass paper. මගේ model paper set එහෙම දරුවෝ මේ මොන term test model papers නේ. මගේ exam model papers set එකම ගොඩක් අමාරුයි ඈ. Okay, turn on the chat. Okay, Buddha, can you understand this? Can you understand this? Yeah? Buddha, do you have any problems? The problems that is regarded for this paper. හරි. වෙන බලන ප්‍රශ්න නෙමෙයි. ගෙදර ප්‍රශ්න, අර ප්‍රශ්න, මේ ප්‍රශ්න නෙමෙයි. Okay? Do you have any problems? Problem කියලා chat එකට දාන්න if you have any problems. Problem කියලා chat එකට දාන්න. All right. Let's see, my children. According to the information given in the figure, if x plus y is 180, find the value of y. Okay, so this is a parallelogram. Let me explain everything about parallelograms. What do you mean by a parallelogram? Parallelogram is, right, parallelogram එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ, and quadrilateral which is their opposite sides are parallel, and quadrilateral which is their opposite sides are parallel, we call it as a parallelogram. එහෙම තමයි parallelogram එකක් කියන්නේ එහෙම එකකට. There are some features in parallelograms. First thing is, opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal in length. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal in magnitude. Diagonals bisect its area. Diagonal එක වර්ගඵලය සමච්ඡේදනය කර. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ diagonal එකෙන් මේකේ total area එක bisect කරනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ this triangle area is equal to this triangle's area. And from the other diagonal as well, මේ diagonal එකෙන් area එක bisect කරනවා. The other special feature එක තමයි diagonals bisect each other as well. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ diagonal එකෙන් මේ diagonal එක bisect වෙනවා. මේ diagonal එකෙන් මේ diagonal එක bisect වෙනවා. Diagonals bisect each other. Here you can understand this is 120 නෙමෙයි. එහෙනම් මේ opposite angles of a parallelogram is equal to each other. එහෙනම් x කියන්නේ 120. So here I can say x is equal to 120. Opposite angles of parallelogram. Hurry. So x plus y, it is 180. එක අපිට දීලක් තියෙනවා දෙන්න ඕනෙත් නැහැ. එක straight angle එක. 120 plus y is equal to 180. If I bring the 120 to the other side, it is minus 120. So the y is 60. Right? So I have explained about the basic features of a parallelogram. ඔය මෙතන perpendicular වෙන්නේ පුතා මේක rhombus එකක් වුණොත් rhombus එකක් වුණොත් මෙයා මේකේ angle bisect එකක් වෙනවා. මේ normal parallelogram එකේ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. If this is a rhombus, මේක right angle එකක් වෙනවා. මෙයා angle bisect එක වෙනවා. Solve. You have to solve this. හරි? Very easy question නේ පුතේ. 3 over x minus 1 is equal to 2. Okay. So in order to eliminate this minus 1, I add 1 here. I add 1 here as well. අර common අර මං කිව්වා එකපා මෙහාට ගියාම දාන එක ඒකම තමයි මේ වෙන්නේ ඉතින්. So 3 over x is equal to 2 plus 1. It is 3. හරි. The denominator is 1 no. With a cross multiplication, right? If a over b is equal c over d, right? I can say a into d is equal to b into c. You can cross multiply. So 3 into 1, 3. X into 3, 3x. So 3x is equal to 3 into 1, 3. If you want to make x as a subject, I divide this side by 3. If you divide that side by 3, you have to divide other side by 3 as well. So x is equal 1. So x is equal 1. Okay. Turn on the chat. Can you understand? Easy questions. Do you have any problems? Put problem to the chat. Then I can turn on the mic. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, turn off the chat. Go for the Mhm. Okay, in the triangle ABC, it has been given that ABC angle is equal to ACB. What is the relationship between the sides AB and AC? Sorry, one question here. If two angles of a triangle is equal, their opposite sides are equal to each other. If the two opposite sides are equal, their opposite angles are equal to each other. I can say AB is equal AC. I think me AC වෙලා තියෙන පුතා මේක අර provincial paper එක. Provincial pass paper එකක් මම විතර first term. AB is equal AC. විතර පොඩක් කර හේතු ලියන්න ඕයි. If two angles of a triangle is equal, their opposite sides are equal. මෙයාගේ opposite side එක කවුද මෙයා? මෙයාගේ opposite side එක මෙයා. Find the gradient of the straight line which passes through the points 0, 2 and 2, 6. Okay. Putha, you already know what is the basic equation for a straight line. Y is equal mx plus c. So this is the gradient. M tamai gradient kya. C means intercept. If 2 points of අපි මේ 2 points වල coordinates දන්නවා නම්, for example here x1, here y1, here x2, y2, හරි, the gradient is පුතේ gradient එක එනවා හරි y කණ්ඩාංක අන්තරය බෙදීම x කණ්ඩාංක අන්තරය එක්ක මෙහෙම so here 2 points දෙකක් දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒ points දෙක එක මේ හරියටම කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ කියලා දාන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. නිකන් points දෙකක් දාගන්න මෙහෙම. So I can find the gradient හරි මේ if I say this as x1, this as y1, this as x2, this as y2, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 6 minus 2, 2, 2 minus 0, 2. So answer is 2. එහෙම නැත්නම් y1 minus y2, 2 minus 6. හරි. එහෙම ගත්තොත් 0 minus 2. Here it is minus 4. Here it is minus 2. මේ minus divided by minus plus 4 divided by 2, 2. එහෙම ගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. බැලුවා මේකේ equation එකම ලියන්න කියලා කිව්වොත් එහෙම. හරි. I can find the intercept. හරි. දැන් මේ බලන්න y equal mx plus c නෝ. හරි. දැන් ඔකේ point එකක් නේ. කැමති point එකක් ගන්නද? හරි 0 2 ගන්නකො point එක. හරි. ඒතර y2 හරි. මේ m කවුරුණත් x 0 නේ plus c. Here it is 0 නේ පුතේ. 0 plus c, c is 2. හරි. ඇත්තම ඉන්ටර්සෙප්ට් එක කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ y අක්ෂය ඒ රේඛාව y අක්ෂය ඡේදනය කරන ස්ථානයේ y ඛණ්ඩාංකය. හරි. The y coordinate of the point which the straight line intersects the y axis. That point එකේ x coordinate එක 0 නේ පුතේ. ඒතර x coordinate එක 0 නම් ඒ line එකේ අනිවාර්යෙන් 2 කියන්නේ intercept එක. ඒක මෙතනිනුත් ඔයාලට obvious වෙනවා. So what is the equation for the straight line? Y equal mx plus c, right? M is 2 no, so 2x plus c is 2. මේක තමයි equation එක of the straight line. ඒක අහලා නැහැ gradient එක විතර අහලා තියෙන turn on the shot can understand. Mother. In the circle with the center O, BC is a diameter. A is on the circle. According to the given information, find the value of x. But you already know, eh? Angle of a semicircle is 90 degree. එහෙම නැත්නම් diameter එක හරි circle එක මත ඕනම point එකක් subtend කරන angle එක 90 degree. ඕනම diameter එකක් circle එකේ ඕනම තැනක් එක subtend කරන angle එක 90 degree. So here it is 90 degree. So I can say 40 plus x plus 90 is 180. So here it is x plus 40 plus 90 is 130 is 180. Take 130 to other side, it is minus 130. Then sum of all the interior angles of a triangle is 180. No? If this is 90, then 180 වලින් already 90 complete වෙලා තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් මේ දෙන්නගේ එකතුවෙන් තව 90 හැදෙන්න ඕන. එහෙනම් මෙයා 40 නම් මෙයා 50 වෙන්න බෑ. The area of the cross section of a prism is 24 centimeters squared. Calculate the volume of it. මේ cross sectional area එක පුතේ මේ බලන්න මේ 10 centimeters දැන් if it is 10 centimeters දැන් මෙතන 10 centimeters නේ. හරි. මේක 10 centimeters. අනු කතාව මෙච්චරයි. මෙන්න මේ cross section එක 10 centimeters distribute වෙනවා. මේ cross sectional area එක 10 centimeters මෙහෙම distribute වෙනවා. මේ කොහෙන් කෑල්ලක් කැපුවත් මේ cross section එක තමයි එන්නේ. So I can take the volume as the cross sectional area into the length which it uniformly distributes. Alright. So what is the cross sectional area? 24 centimeters squared. That is uniformly distributes along 10 centimeters. So it is 240 cubic centimeters. Can you understand? මේ ලේසි ප්‍රශ්න. Madushan. මේ මොකක්ද cross sectional area එක uniformly distribute දැන් මේ බලන්න මේ. සිලින්ඩර් එක වොලියුම් එක කොහමද එන්නේ 5r squared h නේ. මේ බලන්න cross sectional area එක 5r squared. ඒ 5r squared cross sectional area එක මේ h උසක් uniformly distribute වෙනවා. හැබැයි දැන් cone එකක වොලියුම් එක මොකද්ද? ඒක මේ cross sectional area එක uniformly distribute වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ. හරි. ඒක 1/3 5r squared h කියලා නෙන්නේ. හරි. තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. According to the given information, find x and y. You need to find x and y. If you consider about this larger triangle, මෙන්න මේ triangle එක බලන්න. So there you can understand this y is an exterior angle. That exterior angle is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles. අපි දන්නවා triangle එකක මේ exterior angle එක එයාගේ interior opposite angles වල sum එකට equal වෙනවා කියලා. හරි එහෙනම් මේ ලොකු triangle එක සැලකුවොත් හරි එයාගේ interior opposite angles වෙන්නේ x plus 30 කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. මේ x plus 30 නේ මේ angle එක. මෙයා 70. හරි. හරි එතනට යන්න කලින් මේ ඉස්සලා y හොයාගෙන ඉමුකෝ. හරි දැන් මෙයා 50 නම් මෙයා කීයද පුතේ? 130, right? Why is that? This is a straight angle. Straight angle again 180 නේ. නම් 130. So what is the value of y? Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angles. So 130 plus 30, it is 160. Now take the larger triangle. So y is equal to x plus 30 plus 70. Y can 160. Remove the brackets. Take 100 to this side of the equation. So x is 60, right? Y is 160. Turn on the shirt. Can you understand? Okay, turn off the shot. Okay, Putha, let's go to the next problem. Solve the inequality 2x minus 3 is greater than 5 and represent the set of real numbers solution given in the number line. Okay, 2x minus 3 greater than 5. Okay, I add 3 to the both the sides of the inequality. මම තුනක් දෙපැත්තටම add කරනවා inequality එක. In inequality laws, we know that if you add the same number for the two sides of an inequality, this inequality sign doesn't change. So 2x is greater than 8. Hurry. I want to make x as a subject of this inequality. In order to do that, I divide this side by 2. Among inequality other side in inequality laws, if you divide both the sides of the inequality by the same positive number, inequality sign doesn't change. So finally it comes x is greater than 4. Inequality laws wala puthe me if you add the same number for the both the sides, if you subtract same number from the both the sides, if you multiply both the sides by the same positive number, if you divide same sides both the sides by the same positive number, inequality sign doesn't change. Inequality sign does change only when you multiply both the sides of the inequality by the same negative number, and if you divide both the sides of the inequality by the same negative number. All right. X is greater than 4. You have to draw a circle, but don't shade the circle. Why is that? 4 is not a solution. Shade කරන්නේ 4 solution එකක් නෙමෙයි. 4ට වඩා වැඩි හැම කෙනෙක්ම solution එකක්. මේ කලෙත් පාටක. If we have the equal sign here, then you have to shade the 4. The circle 4. Okay, let's go to the next problem. Turn on the chat. Do you have any problems? Go newbies. Netumi. 15th one. Okay. I'll do wait. Go newbies. Put a heart to the chat if you're a newbie. Put a heart to the chat if you're a newbie. Okay, turn on the mic for Aniti. Aniti Jayasundara. Dua, could you understand everything I have taught you so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're a new student?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where are you from?
From Colombo.
Okay, what's your school?
Ananda Balika Maradana.
All right. What about the term test?
It's on 22nd April, I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have explained about my classes briefly. Did you go through that? Could you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Pute. Okay. Let's go to the next problem. Okay, let's see the 20th question. Sachin, right? Sachin, who is on the second floor of the building, observes the car parked on the road at an angle of the depression, 35 degrees. Mark it on the diagram and write the value. Okay. Okay, let me remind that. What is the angle of the elevation and angle of depression? So Putha, so this is your eye level now. Okay, this is your eye level. If you're looking something upper, if you're looking something upper, so your line of sight is this. Your line of sight is this, no? This is eye level. So angle between the eye level and the line of sight, if you look a upper point than your eye level, we call that angle as angle of elevation. Okay. If you're looking something lower than your eye level, if you're looking something lower than your eye level, so your line of sight is this. So the angle between the eye level and the line of sight, we call that angle as angle of depression. Right? So there you can understand Sachin looks the car like this. So his angle of depression is given. So Sachin's eye level එක මේක. Line of sight එක මේක. And angle of depression එක මේක. What is the value? 35. So I have marked that as 35. හරි. දැන් මෙන්න මේක horizontal line එකක් නේ පුතේ. ඒතර මේකත් horizontal නේ. එහෙනම් මෙයා 35 නම් මෙයා parallel නේ ඒතකොට මේ දෙන්න. එහෙම වුණොත් මෙයා 35 නම් මෙයා 35 වෙනවා. Because the alternative angles. As this is a transverse line. වෙන කතන්දරයක්. ඒක අපෙන් කියලා නෑ අපි දැන් පෙන්නන්න විතරනේ තියෙන්නේ. හරි. Okay. So you can understand this, right? I think I have revised. Okay. Let's go to the 21st question. From the following data, select and underline the one which is not a continuous data. Okay. Putha, what do you mean by continuous data and discrete data? Let's see, Puthe. Hari. Ahandako. Hari. Then number of students. Then data gattot pradhana වශයෙන් discrete data. Hari. Discrete data and continuous data. Hari. Discrete data කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ මේ whole number values විතරයි දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Decimals දෙන්න බෑ. For example, number of students of your class 35, 36. 35.5 students are in our class. අපිට එහෙම කියන්න බෑනේ. අන්න that type of data we call them as discrete data. ඒ කියන්නේ datas දෙන්න පුළුවන් whole numbers වලින් විතරයි. ඒක තමයි discrete data කියලා කියන්නේ. හැබැයි continuous data කියන්නේ weight of what is the height of you? Height එක මොකක්ද? 174 centimeters, 174.2, 174.8, 130.2.4. Any number එකක් අපිට දෙනවා. Continuous. Weight එක. The weight of mass of you. Right? I'm 70.2 kilograms, 70 kilograms, 70.8 kilograms, 70.222 kilograms, whatever it is. That type of data, we call them as continuous data. So you can understand the difference between the discrete data and continuous data. Okay. So discrete data means the data should be only the whole numbers. Number of students of your class. You can't say 30.2 students in my class. You can't say like that. 31 students, 32, whatever. Whole numbers. Right, now you can understand. Okay, which is not a continuous data. Temperature is a continuous data. Number of teachers in your school, it is not a continuous data. It is a discrete data. Time takes to travel from home to school, continuous. Weight, continuous. So this is the answer. Turn on the chat. Can you understand that? Okay. Turn on the chat. Okay. Let's go to the 22nd question. In the circle with the center O, AB is a chord, AB is 6 centimeters and OX is 4 centimeters. What is the radius of the circle? There is a geometric theorem. Hurry. There is a geometric theorem. Okay. What is a chord of a circle? Chord means the line which is joining 2 points on the circle on the chord. There is a geometric theorem. The midpoint of the chord, the line joining the midpoint of a chord and the center of the circle is perpendicular to the chord. Sorry. ජායක මධ්‍යලක්ෂය කේන්ද්‍රය යා කරන රේඛාව ජායට ලම්බයි. ඔක තව විදිහකින් කිව්වොත් the perpendicular line from the center to a chord from the perpendicular line by the perpendicular line from the center to the chord bisects the chord කියලා කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. දෙකම එකයි. එතකොට AB කියන්නේ 6 නම් හරි AX කියන්නේ 3 වෙන්න බෑ. මේ දෙන equal නේ පුතේ. 3 3 වෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි. OX කියන්නේ 4. OX is 4. You need to find the radius. So there you can find a right angular triangle. So here it is 3 centimeters. Here it is radius. Here it is 4 centimeters. So now I can apply Pythagoras theorem for this. By the Pythagoras theorem, what it says, Pythagoras theorem can be applied only for right angle triangles. Pythagoras theorem says the square of the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse kya likhen? The side which is opposite to the right angle. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of other sides. Correct? So 3 squared can 9, 4 squared can 16, it is 25. 25 can 5 squared. And r squared equal 5 squared. And r is equal to the square root of the 5 squared. So r is 5 centimeters. Right? Do you have any problems? Turn on the chat. All right, everything is all right. සමින්දිට අවස්ථාව දෙන්න. පල්ලෙහා සමින්දි කියලා ගහන්න. Yes, Samindi, what's the problem? Samindi Michelle.
Excuse me, sir. I got the answer as 5 centimeter, but I applied the Pythagoras theorem to find the length of OB.
It's okay. ඒක ගමන්නේ. මම ඒක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. මෙයාත්‍රි OB කියන්නේ radius එක. It's okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. We shall go to the 23rd question. It is needed to fix a lamp post equidistance to A and B buildings and 5 meters away from the AB border. Mark the point T on the diagram. පුතේ. Lossy, the lesson lossy. හරිද? පත. ආකාර 4යි තියෙන්නේ. Just only 4 losses. හරිද? 4මයි තියෙන්නේ. මොකද්ද? අචල ලක්ෂයකට සමදුරින් වූ පතය. Locus which is equidistance for a fixed point වෙන්නේ ඒ distance එක radius එකක් වෙච්ච අරයක්. ඒ distance එක radius එකක් වෙච්ච වෘත්තයක්. හරි. මේ fixed point එකට equidistance එකෙන් පිහිටන ලක්ෂයක locus එක වෙන්නේ ඒ distance එක radius එක වෙන circle එක. Okay, what is the locus which is equidistance for two fixed points? Two fixed points. ඒ two fixed points යා කරන රේඛාවේ ලම්බ සමච්ඡේදකයද perpendicular bisector එක. හරි. මේ perpendicular bisector එක මත ඉන්න ඕනම ලක්ෂයක ඉඳලා මේ ලක්ෂයටයි මේ ලක්ෂයට තියෙන දුර සමානයි. Equidistance to the two fixed points. So the locus of a point which is equidistance for two fixed points is the perpendicular bisector of the line joining those two fixed points. ඊට පස්සේ line එකකට equidistance point එක locus එක වෙන්නේ ඒ distance එකේ උඩින් සහ යටින් ඒ එයාට parallel යන lines දෙක. ඊට පස්සේ non parallel lines දෙකකට equidistance එක වෙන්නේ ඒ දෙන්න හම්බෙන තැන මේ මෙන්න මේ angle එකේ angle bisector එක. ඔය හතර විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට it is needed to fix a lamp post equidistance from A and B. එහෙනම් A ටයි B ටයි equidistance වෙන locus එක වෙන්නේ එයාගේ perpendicular bisector එක. ඔක already it has been drawn. එහෙනම් මේ perpendicular bisector එක මත අනිවාර්යෙන්ම ඉන්න ඕනේ lamp post එක if it is needed to be equidistance from A to B, A and B. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ 5 meters away from AB border. එහෙනම් 5 meters away from AB border නම් හරිද? එහෙනම් 5 meters away from AB border නම් එහෙනම් පුතේ lamp post එක එක්ක මෙයා මත පිහිටන්න ඕනේ එක්ක මෙයා මත පිහිටන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ එක්ක මෙහෙම එක්ක මෙයා මත එක්ක මෙයා මත. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක 5 meters. හරි. එතකොට ඔය අවස්ථා දෙකම ඒ conditions දෙකම fulfill කරන්න එක්ක මෙතන එක්ක මෙතන. හරි. එක්ක මෙතන t තියෙන්න ඕනේ එක්ක මෙතන මොකද්ද t ද මොකද්ද එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි. Turn on the chat, can you understand this? If you have a problem, just tell me. Put problem to the chat. නෑ ලිනාර අපිට මාක් 1 point නෙමෙයි. අපිට දැන් එක්ක උඩ එක්ක යට අපිට තර්කානුකූලව හිතන්නකෝ. අපිට specify කළා නෑ. Okay, turn off the chat. All right, let's go to the 24th question. Yeah, we have to mark both the points here because not specified. හරි. දැන් මේ point එක ගන්න. Equidistance to A and B because it is on the perpendicular bisector of the line joining AB and 5 meters away from AB border. මේ point එකත් එහෙමයි. Specify කරලා නැහැ. From the events given below, filling the blank of the boxes by putting, if it is a simple event, by putting wrong mark if it is a composite event. Simple event එකක් කියන්නේ මොකද? Number of elements එකක් වෙන events තමයි පුතේ අපි කියන්නේ simple event එකක් කියලා. All the events which has the number of elements හරි එකට වඩා වැඩි ඒවාට අපි කියනවා composite events කියලා. Getting 5 when a fair die is rolled. ඔය event එකේ තියෙන elements එකයිනේ තියෙන්නේ. ඔය set එක මම ලියුවොත් මට මෙහෙම විතර ලියන්න වෙන්නේ. ඒක simple event එකක්. මේ putting මෙතන මේ correct mark කරගන්න. Getting an odd number when a fair die is rolled. fair die එකක් roll කරපුවාම odd number එකක් හම්බෙන එක. There are 3 elements, so that is a composite. Obtaining a red pebble from a bag containing red pebble and blue pebble. Red pebble එකයිනේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒතර red pebble එකක් ලැබීම කියන event එක ගත්තොත් just only one element. An element එකයිනේ, the number of elements 1. So it is a simple event. So basically, what do you mean by the simple event? If the number of the elements of the particular event is 1, that is a simple event. If it is neither, that is a composite event. Okay. Let's go to the 25th question. Okay. Puta, let me remind you about some geometrical theorems that you have to use in this problem. Puta, in a circle, when you consider particular arc, arc එකක් තොරගත්ත කියලා මේ arc එක center එක subtend කරන angle එක, the angle හරි which is subtended the center by an arc හරි ඒ arc එක වෘත්තයේ ඉතිරියක් ආපාදනය කරන කෝණය වගේ දෙගුණයක් වෙනවා. If you consider an arc length, the angle subtended on the center is equal to the price of the angle subtended on the other circle එකේ වෙන කොටසක subtend කරන angle වගේ දෙගුණයක් වෙනවා. So here එකක් දැනගන්න ඕන. අනික පුතේ angles in same sector. What do you mean by angles of same sector? If you draw a chord in a circle, you have to understand that මේ circle එක sectors දෙකකට වෙන් වෙනවා. මේක major sector එක minor sector එක. sectors දෙකක් තියෙනවා by the chord. හරි. ඒතර මේ chord එක මේ එක sector එකක circle එක subtend කරන angles හැම එකක්ම equal පුතේ. අපි ඒවට කියනවා angles in same sector කියලා. මේ angles ඔක්කොම එකිනෙකට equal වෙනවා. ඒ විදිහටම මේක මෙන්න මේක මත ඒවා වෙන වෙනම equal. හරි. එතකොට පුතේ දැන් here you can understand දැන් මෙතන chord එක ඇඳලා නැති වුණාට මේ බලන්න මේක 30 degrees නේ. If it is 30 degrees, හරි. This should be also 30 degrees, angles in same sector. Right. So the okay. So the ACB value is 30. Angles in same sector. So the AOB value එක AOB value එක පුතේ. එතකොට මෙන්න මේ arc length එක සෙන්ටර් එක සබ්ටෙන්ඩ් කරන ඇන්ගල් එක තමයි AOB කියලා කියන්නේ. මේ ආක් ලෙන්ත් එක වෘත්ත ඉතිරියක් සබ්ටෙන්ඩ් කරන ඇන්ගල් එක තමයි 30 කියලා කියන්නේ. එහෙනම් this should be twice of 30, right? According to this. So twice of 30 means 60. Turn on the chat. Can you understand, Chati? Netuli, YouTube එකේ මේ class එක මම stream කරලා තියෙනවා. How to find that that is in the same segment. Mithuni, turn on the microphone. Mithumi,
Yes, sir.
Puta,
Sir,
I can't hear you. Why is
can't-
that?
Sir,
I can hear you. What is the problem, Jua?
sir, how to find that ACB is in the same segment?
පුතේ දැන් මේ බලන්න මෙහෙම points දෙකක් තියෙනවා කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. එතකොට මේ angles ඔක්කොම angles in same segment. ඔයාලට තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ කොහොමද find කරන්න කියලානේ ඉතින්. දැන් පොඩ්ඩක් හිතන්නකෝ. If you draw a broken line. This is a chord නේද? මේ chord එකෙන් මේ බලන්න මේ major sector එක මෙන්න minor sector එක. මේ major sector එක මත මේ chord එක subtend කරන angles. center එක මත. මේ sorry circle එක මත. Can you understand what I'm saying?
No, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So here you can understand this angle and this angle. These angles in same segment, right? මේක ඇඳලා තිබ්බේ නැතත් ඒක හිතන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා නේද පුතේ? හරිනේ?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So that's it for today. I have discussed the part A of the first paper. Okay, so okay, let's just turn on the chat. Turn on the chat and put the cameras for me. Okay, now I'm asking from my all the students. How was the discussion? Tell me. Did you understand everything I had taught you? Okay. Make sure to inform about our classes for your friends, your closest friends, and ask them to come to our classes from second term onwards. Okay. Okay, Buddha, I'm going to wind up the session from here. And I hope all the new students, they will be coming to my classes from here onwards. Okay, Buddha, see you.